General Hospital spoilers reveal that a powerful winter storm unexpectedly disrupted production earlier this year, leading to an unusual behind-the-scenes shakeup involving Ezra Boyle. When severe weather hit the East Coast, travel quickly became a nightmare, and the actor originally scheduled to portray Ezra was suddenly unable to make it to Los Angeles for filming. Flight cancellations and transportation delays created a domino effect, forcing the show to make a last-minute adjustment for several crucial scenes. Because of those complications, the role of Ezra Boyle had to be temporarily recast for a short stretch of episodes. Stepping in on emergency notice was Patrick Scott Lewis, who took over the character for a limited appearance. As a result, viewers may notice that Ezra looks slightly different in certain episodes that were filmed during that chaotic weather window. The change was purely logistical, tied to the storm-related travel issues, and not a long-term casting decision. Interestingly, this wasn't Patrick Scott Lewis's first time appearing in Port Charles. He previously made a guest appearance on the ABC daytime drama in late 2000-2004, portraying a minor character connected to the PCU football storyline. That earlier role may ring a bell for attentive fans, but this time, Lewis had the challenge of embodying the far more complex and morally ambiguous Ezra Boyle. And Ezra's storyline during these episodes is anything but simple. In the scenes filmed during the recast window, Ezra finds himself in emotionally charged territory, particularly in his interactions with Laura Collins. For a character who has often been portrayed as calculating, self-serving, and morally slippery, these moments mark an important shift. Instead of posturing or manipulating, Ezra begins to reveal cracks in his armor. In upcoming scenes, Ezra opens up in a way viewers haven't fully seen before. He hints that he may have underestimated just how dangerous his alliance with Sidwell truly was. What may have started as ambition or opportunism appears to have spiraled into something far more threatening than Ezra anticipated. There's a growing sense that he walked into a situation thinking he could control it, only to discover he was in over his head. During a particularly pivotal conversation, Ezra confides in Laura and suggests that he's trapped in circumstances he no longer feels comfortable navigating. He alludes to moral compromises and decisions that have weighed heavily on him, creating the impression that he's wrestling with guilt and regret. For a man who has largely been depicted as slick and self-interested, this vulnerability adds unexpected dimension. The show appears to be peeling back the layers of Ezra's personality, exploring whether there's more beneath the surface than arrogance and manipulation. His questionable choices, including his involvement with Jacinda Bracken, may not have been driven solely by ego or pleasure, but possibly by isolation and emotional emptiness. There are hints that Ezra's reckless behavior could be a coping mechanism, a distraction from loneliness or from the dark pressures imposed by Sidwell. As Ezra begins to open up, Laura sees him in a slightly different light. While she remains cautious, she starts to recognize that he may not be entirely beyond redemption. The dynamic between them becomes more nuanced, shifting from rivalry to something more layered, part suspicion, part reluctant understanding. These episodes signal a potential turning point for Ezra Boyle. Whether this marks the beginning of a redemption arc or simply a temporary glimpse into his conflicted conscience remains to be seen. But one thing is clear. Even amid production challenges and unexpected casting changes, the character's storyline is evolving in a meaningful way. Ezra is no longer just a slick operator working the angles in Port Charles. He's a man confronting the consequences of his own choices, and perhaps questioning the person he's become.